Well, according to state wheat officials, this year's harvest is abnormally normal. Welcome news for an industry that suffered last year through one of the smallest crops in nearly 40 years. Our Courtney Dehoff traveled to southwestern Oklahoma as the harvest began to meet a gentleman who has seen his shares of ups and downs.
Last year, local wheat harvesters took in only 3% of the previous years. The harvest has started again in Oklahoma, but officials and harvesters are optimistic. There is a lot of dollars waving in the wind here in southwest Oklahoma. This year's wheat crop may not be the best, but compared to last year, farmers and custom harvesters are feeling positive.
Early last year, the wheat crop, the market was probably in the $6 to $7 range, and in this part of the state, nobody had any wheat. We didn't even come here to cut wheat last year. It was just nothing. Wasn't anything here. It froze out. Drop it down, drop it down.
Custom harvester Don Schubert knows the industry well, and he is hoping for quality wheat this year.
Test weight is there. It's grading #1 wheat, but if we don't have protein, we've got the elevators full of last year's wheat that had real low protein. So if we don't have a decent protein this year, we're not going to be able to blend out what we had last year and be able to sell it because nobody wants it. And then you got the value of the dollar worldwide, and then you've got all the problems in Europe and Greece and those kind of things. Where does it end?
The end may still be far away.
Of the wheat market itself.
Mike Cassidy owns Cassidy Grain Company in Frederick and says they're hoping for the best.
We're kind of optimistic for this year. It's been a up and down year. We were hoping for average yields, and I think we still might make them. You got to remember that 2 out of the past 3 years have been failures, and we had a bumper crop in 2009, and we're just hoping for an average crop this year, or maybe a little better. Last year it was a crop failure, but the price of wheat was higher. They did make a few bushels, but not very many. This year we're looking back to an average crop, but we're looking at $3.60-something wheat. That's the same price we got for wheat 30 years ago. So it's just not working.
Yet it's work that is vital to small-town Oklahoma.
$3 and $4 wheat is better than no wheat. That's what they had last year, no wheat. That really affects the communities because nobody can buy a new car or pick up. They're lucky to be able to eat and survive through the year. And you know, a lot of them have knee pads that they wear when they go see their banker. And in those kind of situations, and it's almost going to be that bad this year.
It's vitally important to the community, the local rural community. It's what the farmer works for all year long. It's our time of year where we reap the fruits of his labor and have a great harvest and always look forward to it, and this is it.
With weather playing a large role in harvest, local harvest crews and farmers are scrambling to get all the wheat cut. The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates that this year's wheat harvest will be the 4th largest in 10 years.